Alright, so today, it's my wife's Cinderella pumpkin. I think it's pretty cool. Today, we're just going to do a real quick down and dirty venison chili. It's good stuff. I'm going to try and do it from my smartphone, which is smarter than me, so see how we go. I think I have everything set up here, and you know, if you're not used to cooking, this should be really easy for you. Everything's laid out, so it's all one pot, and it's one and done. If you've never eaten venison before, or you know someone who's afraid to eat it, the best way to try something, I think, is either through chili or fry the crap out of it. So we're going to do the chili today. So I'll run down the ingredients real fast, and I'll try and write them down in the description so you guys have them. But you're going to need some olive oil. You're going to need 6 ounces of tomato paste. I believe this is a tablespoon of minced garlic. If you're not using minced, you can use 2 whole cloves. This is about a pound. Stupid microwave. This is a pound of venison. Now I don't have a grinder, so I have to, you know, I gotta, you know, pulverize it and then chop it up and all that. So, you know, it's what cut is it? I believe it's the butthole. No, it's I think this is all neck meat, so we don't want to, you know, we don't want to waste anything. So you just use whatever. And if you want to try this with other things, you can use beef or pork or, you know, lamb or dog or raccoon or whatever. Here we have, I think this is a pound of diced tomatoes. They've been drained. This is about a pound of black beans that are also rinsed and drained. This is 30 ounces of chili beans. And feel free to mix that up and do whatever you like. Some people use kidney beans, pinto beans, you know, they mix them all up, so you do whatever. This is 6 large jalapenos that have been seeded and diced. Do not wipe your eye or take pee after you cut those without washing your hands really well. Just saying. And this is 1 large white tomato that's been chopped up. And then we've got 1 cup of beer. You decide. Along with that, we've got, I believe, 8 habaneros. I'll show you what we'll do with those in a little bit. And then to our spices. So we've got, and I have this written down, so I'm going to read it to you. 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of Everglades cactus dust. I like to put that in there. Thanks to Deer Meat for Dinner. Awesome stuff. Check out their channel. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 tablespoon of cayenne. 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt. Since we have 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt, we don't want it to be too salty. Or you could omit the celery salt and just chop up celery or use celery seeds to your liking. There's also a teaspoon of crushed peppercorn, and to top it off, a 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay. Okay, so that's everything. So again, I'm going to try and do this all one-handed, which is probably going to be a fail in and of itself. Something's going to... Oh my god, I'm so weak. All right, there we go. Just pop this guy off. We got our pot getting nice and hot. We're just going to... It's very hot. Okay. So we got our Earl going there. And we're going to turn this down so it doesn't flash on us and explode. But we're going to go ahead and put our venison right in there. Yay! And I would suggest bleeding your deer for a while to get some of the try to get a lot of that blood out. I'm going to switch hands here because I am not left-handed. You just want to move that around. Don't let it stick. Now there's no fat. There's no fat on this. I actually trimmed it all off. Trim away your silver skin as best you can. Definitely, if there's any fat, you want to get that off of there, because a lot of the bitter flavor from acorns and such is stored in their fat, and some of that gamey flavor that they talk about comes from that, and also from not bleeding the deer out. And actually, a big component is when you don't process the deer correctly, and then they're touching scent glands, and it gets all over the meat. Now you've got tainted meat, which leads to a bad experience, and definitely don't want that. Especially if you've worked really hard to get out, get your game on the ground. I'm just moving this around. We don't want it to stick to the bottom. Like I said, we coated this in olive oil, so put our heat up a little bit. Okay, this is like the easiest thing in the world to do here. Okay, so to that, we're gonna add our onions. Just switch here. So we put all our onions in. And get rid of that guy. We're gonna put our tomatoes. I apologize for the awful camera work. Jalapenos. So festive. Okay. We're gonna add our beans. Start with these. Throw those guys in. It's always that one bean that has to stick. We're going to throw our frijoles negros in there, black beans. And if I used canned black beans, but if you're going to use regular old black beans, make sure you soak them overnight. Otherwise, it's not going to work out too well for you. We're going to put in our garlic. And our tomato paste, if it decides to come off. I'm going to put the camera down for 1 second to scoop all this out. Okay, we're back. We're just going to mix this all up. So we get a tomato paste and a tomato all mixed together. Then we're going to add our spices. So that all goes in there. Hoorah. And then our beer. You're saying I know this is a lot more vegetable than meat. Hey, listen, it is what it is. I probably could have used another bit of meat, but this is it, and there you go. Now what'll happen is all that'll mix up. Now we also have these habaneros chilies. Now what I've done is I've just run a toothpick through them. We're not going to chop those up, but what we are going to do is we're going to take another toothpick and we're going to poke a couple holes in them, and then we're just going to put these right in the pot. And what will happen is all the heat will come out of these, go into there, and then we can take these out and stick them over there. So we'll get the heat, but not ridiculous amount of heat. So again, let me poke these, and I'll stick them in there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have poked holes in these, and let's see. You can use habaneros, you can use Trinidad Scorpion Moruga peppers, which are awesome. Buchalokias, ghost peppers, whatever you have. I don't have any of those right now because I'm lazy and I haven't purchased any, and I definitely haven't grown any in a couple years. So either way, they're going in. 1, 2, 3. That's right, call it out if you know it. 4. All right, that's it. And we'll just toss those around, get them covered up. The toothpicks won't come out, and if they do, you should be smart enough not to eat a toothpick. Just saying. Just saying. Gotta take some ownership. Okay, and I think because we're gonna have this sitting, we're also gonna add a little bit of dihydrogen oxide to it. So, yeah, why not? We'll add some, about a cup and a half of water. Okay, and all that will get all this crap off the side. That's it. Minimal mess, just a sink full of bowls. We'll set this guy on here, and we're going to keep this at that big of a flame, a medium flame. Let that go for about 2-3 hours. And when it's done, it'll be awesome. Just remember to take those habaneros out, get rid of those, and again, wash your hands. If you touch them, I'm telling you, it's a bad learning experience. Or rubbing your eyes, or going to the bathroom or whatever. So yeah, definitely don't do that. So the only thing left to do now is 12:30, so maybe like 2-3 o'clock-ish should be done. Throw her in a bowl. Sour cream, extra sharp cheddar. If you want to put some cilantro in there, it's awesome. But this is a good way to introduce people to venison, or any game meat really. Everything goes good in chili. I mean, chili really is historically everything you had thrown in a pot. There's historical accounts of, like guys in the chuck wagons, like throwing eyeballs in there. So it's whatever you have, basically. Awesome. But that'll go for a while. So the only thing left to do now is wait for it, which is the hardest part. Sink full of dirty dishes. And that's pretty much it. We'll grab ourselves a celebratory beverage. Don't judge me, it's the maid's year off. Ew. Tiny little. Nice. Yeah. So, again, this goes good with beer, whiskey, whatever you like. My wife actually had an idea, which I think is pretty good idea. She says she's going to get these, and just like the walking tacos, open the bag up and pour them in there, and you can have it on the go. I guess as you're running to the toilet, but either way. Oh my gosh. So, pretty simple. That's not going to do. So, Pretty easy recipe. It's not hard to do. Don't be afraid of the kitchen. If you're a guy, look, you can cook. It is what it is. It's not rocket science. It's food, okay? You cook food the way you like it. You like meat? Eat meat. You like spicy stuff? Eat spicy stuff. You like to drink? Drink. Drink. Either way, that's looking that good. So, I'm gonna go count the minutes until she's done. Let me throw this away before the wife comes home and beats my ass. Messy. And listen, while you're cooking this stuff, just, a heads up. If if you mess something up or you forget something, it's okay. It's okay. It's all a learning experience. And, if you drop something on the floor, remember, it's your kitchen. No one has to know. So, I'll see you guys around. Enjoy.